So let's look at this set of wings, the top wings of the butterfly, and read the diagram together with, and we'll crochet together with at the same time. So we already know that the red line throughout the work is a pecking cord. It's you will need like 1 meter, which is let me see how much it is in inches. So you have, if you have measuring tape like this is what you need. I always use meters because I'm from Europe, so it's 100 centimeters or 39¼ of inches, 39 inches, something like that. You can take it a little bit longer. And fold this pecking cord in half. I always use number 10. If you use finer thread like 180, this kind of thread for butterfly, you will need probably for pecking cord crochet thread number 20. That's what I would recommend them. So red line, this curved line is pecking cord. Then we have 2 arrows. 1 arrow like that, this is the beginning of work. This is the ending of work, the triangle without tail. This one has a tail. So beginning, end. Those small arrows throughout all the work, they show you the direction in which you have to go as you crochet. And we also have red numbers throughout the I'm trying to zoom and I don't want you to lose the picture. Okay, so all those numbers like 13, 9, 28 here, 27, it's just helping you not to sit and count those little stitches. This is the number of stitches that are to crochet. So for example, here around the pecking cord we will have to make 28 single crochet stitches. And here 6, 13, and so on. So let's do our first steps in this diagram. I will move a little bit so it will be easier for me, so that you can see this part of diagram, and I will crochet next to it. So the first thing here, we start over pecking cord and we make 28 single crochet stitches around the pecking cord, and we finish with a slip stitch. After that, still over the pecking cord, we'll have to make 1 single crochet stitch. And then we'll have to turn our work. You see this red line, red curve arrow? It tells you that you have to turn your work into the wrong side and crochet those arches. So we will first connect our piece, the cord. I already have my pecking cord, and also one suggestion for you, I always put in my pecking cord where it's bented in half marker, so when I'm ready to connect this in the ring, I have that little spot there, and according to the diagram I have to connect with a slip stitch. So for a moment drop your pecking cord and insert hook into this place where the pecking cord is bent in half, and make slip stitch. After that we still have to make 1 more stitch over the pecking cord. You see how the pecking cord is still here, and this stitch is made. It's single crochet stitch over the first stitch, that right here, the first stitch on the pecking cord, our very first stitch. So pick up your pecking cord. This is my working thread. I also still have here this short tail. I will cut it off in a minute. So pick up your pecking cord and into the first stitch and over the pecking cord make a single crochet stitch. After that I would recommend you to pull on a cord a little, not much, so that all your stitches will be nice, uniform and tight. And this is where you can actually cut the short tail so that it will not bother you as you crochet. Be very careful when you cut thread not to cut your stitches. So after this last stitch, we connected all things together. It's all now holding together. Let's go to the diagram again. So we will turn our work, and first of all we will don't need any more packing cord. Drop the packing cord and we will turn to the wrong side, and we will crochet arches. Each arch consists first one, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arches, 4 stitches, chain 4, skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, skip stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and make 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So skip 1 into the next single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again skip 1, single crochet. I'm trying to make sure I skipped stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more arches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1 into the next stitch. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip stitch and into the next single crochet. After that, coming back again here, we'll finish. Here we are, last arch. The next arch is only 2 stitches, skip 1 and double crochet into the next. So let's do that. 1, 2, double crochet into the skip 1 into this next stitch. I want to notice you that I am crocheting, and it's according to the diagram. You crochet and insert your hook for now into both loops of each stitch of the previous row or round. They are more like half rounds here, but still we crochet on the round all the time. Now after this, again we have this red arrow. We turn in our work and we will crochet again 4 arch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arches with 4 stitches, chain 4 and single crochet stitch into each arch of a previous half round. So let's do that. So we turn on our work, turn it, and we crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. I am not poking through the arch, I just go under, make a round like this, connected 1, 2, 3, 4, and connect to the next arch again 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next arch. It is very important that you will crochet, learn first how to make crochet over the packing cord. It's easy to crochet right now what I'm doing, but when you connecting rings and when you crochet the rest of the butterflies with the packing cord, I will still actually pull on that cord because this ring is a little bit too big. And also I have to take into consideration that I am using a little bit thicker thread for the video and you can also use thicker thread for the, when you begin your crochet. Again 4, so we have to have total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and according to the diagram, if you look at the diagram here, all of them we finish here. We make again chain 2 and double crochet in the last arch. 1, 2, and double crochet into this last arch. Double crochet. After that Let's look at the diagram again. Right here we made that. After this we make chain 1, and we will crochet into each arch single crochet stitches. Here they are. They kind of bent it, slanted a little bit, but this is the way pattern is done to make it easier to understand and make actually diagram. So in those chains that have arches that have 2 chain, we'll make 3 single crochet stitches. In the rest of the arches, 5 single crochet stitches around each arch, and we're going all the way to this point right here. And then we have 3 stitches, chain 3, and we will make 27 double crochet stitches over there around right here. So we turn it, we make chain 1, and now first 1, 2 and 3, again into the next arches 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure to crochet tight, it's very important. And when I say tight, remember, I'm not telling you that it has to be so tight that you cannot push your hooks through the stitches. Tight means a uniform, not loose, that stitches are compressed very well and your work will look nice and crisp. Loose work considered to be sloppy in Irish crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I did 5. I feel like, okay, I have to move a little bit. You have to be able to fit in here those 5 stitches into this those arches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yes, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. After that, according to the diagram, we have chain 3 and 27 double crochet stitches over the single crochet stitches, so there will be 27 of them. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turning our work, and into each stitch in both loops I insert my hook into both loops. I have 3 stitches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You really don't need to count here because there are no more nor less. You will have exactly the right amount of stitches here. If you insert your hook in each stitch of the previous half round, I call it half round because it's you're turning your work quite often here. You are not making the whole circle, so it's why I call it half rounds everywhere throughout all written instructions that I posted in the group. So I know that many of you crochet more with yarn, and we really don't pay attention to how loose or tight we are, especially in crochet. Crochet is more like lace kind of fabric, and you will never see this tight or loose stitches, but in Irish crochet it is so crucial to make your stitches nice, tight, uniform stitches. So practice please to make them nice and tight. It's very important. So we've been finished with our double crochet stitches. Let's come back to our diagram and see. So here we are, we finished with this last double crochet stitch. Then we have chain, and after chain 1 we have, here we are, look at this please. Okay, I'm trying to look, I lost myself somehow. Oh, okay, yes, I'm sorry. Chain 1, and then we're going along this side, right here, where I am right now. We're not turning anymore. We are not turning. Not only that, we will crochet that, also single crochet stitches here. I think it's like 10 of them there. When we finish, here we come into the area where we will drop our packing cord, and this is when we will pick up packing cord and crochet the rest of the petal with single crochet stitches. And pay attention to how they marked stitches here. So right now we will finish 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to fit in here 10 stitches. Then you will make single crochet stitches around this small half round, small curve, and it says here 13. Then we move, and you see arrow, we move and continue crocheting 9 single crochet stitches on a side. It will be here on this part, and then you notice that single crochet stitches have line underneath. We will crochet again over the first of all over the packing cord. We'll pick up packing cord over the packing cord, and this big curve, this right here, we will be making single crochet stitches into each stitch over the packing cord, and we will insert our hook into the back loop of each stitch, and we will do that all the way around. So for you to understand, to see what's going on, it's always easy to see at crochet. So we're right now right in here. So we will crochet this part over here, then we'll pick up packing cord. Here's packing cord. We'll pick up packing cord and crochet around this small curve. Here we are, 13 stitches. And then we will go and crochet around this area, 9 stitches, and then we will continue crochet on a big curve, it's right here, over the packing cord, single crochet stitches into the back loop. So let's pick up our work and make this part right in here. So we need to make chain 1, and then into the side of the double crochet, if you can fit 3 stitches. If you cannot, you don't want it to look bulky, make then at the base of the stitch 1 stitch. Here it is. Then into the chain of that, remember there was a chain for single crochet stitches before. Here it is, right in here somewhere. If you cannot insert the hook there and find that, it's fine, don't worry about it much. If you can find it, it's tight here, so it's I rather put more stitches on the side in here than poke through the finger. That will not be fun. So we have this part and 3 more stitches here, 3 or 2. If you cannot fit 3, insert hook into that connected stitch that we were connecting the ring. Now stop for a while. So we did this part, make sure it's all looking nice, and let's take care of this round part. I pull on my cord a little. That will make this ring a little bit smaller, just a little bit, not much. And you will realize when your work is not flat enough and it's more bulging over this area where the ring, that means that you have to pull on a cord to help your work look really flat. So now, this is the time when this is where we dropped our packing cord. We'll pick up our packing cord and crochet single crochet stitches into each stitch, and it will be exactly 13 of them. We insert in the hook into each stitch, into both loops. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will not count because there are 13 stitches. You really don't need to count them unless you want to be first time to count, just to make sure that you did everything fine and you did not miss any stitches. So it's up to you. When you make a lot of butterflies from this pattern, you will realize there's no count needed, especially in this area right here, in this curve. And make sure once in a while to stop, look on the back, so that your packing cord is not shown anywhere, so that your work look nice and neat on the back also. Then continue crochet. I will stop here because my limit time on a video will expire and I will not be able to finish it right. But it's all very easy. So finish crocheting those single crochet stitches over this small area right here, then right here also over the packing cord. On that side, right here. And according to the diagram, we'll still have to go over here, and this is where we will stop. We will crochet single crochet stitches, and you can see they also done into the back loops. And this is where you stop, right in here where the half circle begin and we'll finish in this part of the wing. I don't know how many stitches are here, you can count, but this is where you will stop, and we will meet together in the next video, and I'll show you how to start a new wing and how to figure out this area. It's kind of confusing.